finance manager is going to ask you 3 questions, and one of them doesn't even seem like a question. I ran that room for 28 years, and here's exactly what to say. But before we get to these questions, there's one principle that you need to know that ties them all together. In the finance office, your job is to be as silent as possible. And when you do have to answer, you always redirect. Every time, without exception. Don't give them anything they can use against you. Because everything you volunteer in that room, your budget, your plans, all of your intentions, all of this is a weapon that can be used against you. And they already know how to use it. The 3 sentences I'm about to give you aren't just deflections, they're redirects. And by the end of this video, you're going to know why that distinction matters. They hit you with this first question in the first 90 seconds, even before your coat's off. They're going to ask you, so how much money were you looking to put down? It sounds like they're trying to work with your budget. It sounds like they're trying to be helpful. They're not being helpful. But here's what you need to understand. That question has nothing to do with your down payment. It's the number that they need to hide on what they're going to add to your contract. So here's how it works. Once you give them that number, let's say it's $5,000. The finance manager knows exactly how much room they have at that point. They can stack in extended warranties, gap insurance, paint and fabric protection, wheel and tire, and then they can stretch your loan out to 72 to 84 months. And suddenly everything looks like it's supposed to, because everything got folded into that monthly payment just like you were expecting. You were expecting your payment to be this much, and it is. That's not coincidence, that's a build. And it's built around the number that you gave them. This should make you angry and concerned. Here's the one sentence that keeps every card in your hand. When they ask you how much money you're willing to put down, this is what you need to say. I haven't decided about how much down payment I'm going to do. Let's nail down the out-the-door price on the car and the rate and financing term first. Then I'll make that decision. This is vague, this is controlled, this gives them nothing to build around. So a quick pause. If this is the kind of intel that you never knew was waiting for you in the finance office, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, because question 2 is the one that they run on people that think they know what's coming. And the timing of it, that's the part that nobody ever talks about. So stay with me. So the finance manager is going to pull out a sheet like this. This is a finance menu. And they're going to say something like, I'm going to go over some protection options for you. And we just want to make sure that you are fully protected. Would you like to protect your investment? Now, here's what you need to understand. Now, this part's really important. They don't pitch you on this when you walk in. They don't pitch you on this when you're nervous about the price. They wait. They wait until the deal is done. They wait until you've agreed to everything and that you've shaken hands. The salesman walks back to the finance office, and finally, you relax, you exhale. That's not an accident. You relax. And the moment that you relax, your brain shifts into agreement mode. The hard part feels like it's over. You're almost done, the paperwork's almost finished. The finance manager looks relaxed, he leans back, and he asks you a question that kind of sounds like an afterthought. And he says something like, so how long were you planning on keeping your car? It sounds like he's making conversation as the printer warms up. This is not small talk. This is a targeting system for the most expensive product that's on the menu. And your answer tells them exactly which product to sell you, and to make it sound exactly like it was tailored for your situation. So if you tell them you're going to keep your cars for a long time, they're going to go for their maximum profit target. And that's going to be your platinum coverage. This is the highest price point, and this is the highest profit margin. Tell them that you're going to keep the car for 3 to 4 years. They're going to sell you a warranty that's not worth it. They're going to pitch you a shorter warranty that still costs more than it's worth. Your answer doesn't change what they pitch you. It changes the language they use to make the pitch sound personal. Every Monday, we sat down and reviewed the previous week's deals. But there was always one number that got the most attention, and it was the number of people that said yes to the menu presentation. And a finance manager that runs this program and runs this pitch 10 times, they know exactly what it looks like on the other side of the table. And that's why this pitch works. It's the phrasing and the timing of it. Every markup on that menu, every item on that is brutal. And because you're financing it into your loan, you're paying interest on the profit that they already pocketed. And that should make you angry, but there's one sentence that shuts this entire pitch down cold. So when that menu comes out, you say this: I appreciate it, but I would like to look at each one of these products individually and see if they really make sense to me. But I would like to compare with other third parties before I make any decisions. And watch what happens. The pitch stops. Finance manager who loses the momentum on a sale on the product menu and loses a sale on it, you just bought yourself some time and control. Now, question number 3. This is the one that I really loved running because no one ever saw this coming. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly why. The question about how long you're going to keep your car opened the door more than any other question. Because the buyer told us how long they were keeping their car. We had a story. We could make it sound like common sense, like we were looking out for them. But the customers that said, I'm not sure yet, those are the ones that we could not close on. Not because that they were rude, it was just because we had nothing that we could aim at. And I know exactly what it looked like when we could not close somebody. This is what it looks like. So here's the exact sentence. When they ask me, how long do you plan on keeping the car? You say, I'm honestly not sure yet. It depends on how well the car performs. Let's just focus on finishing up the paperwork. Non-committal, friendly, this takes their targeting system completely offline. Now, if you've already been in that office and you've already answered some of these questions, you really need to hear this. Do not panic. You are not alone in this. I've watched thousands of people go through that office in the last 28 years. These were smart people. These were professionals. People that negotiated really hard on the price of the car, but handed it completely over when they went into that back room. Because nobody told you what those questions were really asking. That's exactly why this channel exists. And if you've already signed and you have products that are financed into your loan, these can actually be canceled within a specific period of time. Now, you can do a couple things. You can actually call the finance department and have them walk you through on how to cancel these products if you don't want them, or each product is going to have its own contract. Read your paperwork. There's phone numbers and addresses that you can call and cancel if you feel like maybe it was something that you got talked into that you didn't really want. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you've probably already handled this part before you even walk through the door. The moment that you sit down, you put this on the table first. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I am approved through my own bank and I'm here to sign all the required documents on the purchase. I'm happy to consider any options that you have for me, but if we could just focus on that, that'd be great. By doing that, you've already removed two of their biggest weapons. They know that they can't make any markups on the interest rate on you, and they are not going to be able to fold a bunch of products and services that you may or may not want into the payment. The board is completely flipped, and now they're playing on the defense. Willing to walk away, that makes you completely immune from everything. And that last statement that you gave them, that's the equivalent of walking away without leaving your chair. So here's the one thing that I want you to carry out with this video. Every question that they ask you in the finance office is built off of one assumption, that you don't know what anything is worth. The down payment question finds your cash. The protection question bypasses your logic. And the timeline question, the one that sounds like the deal's already over, that's the most dangerous one in the room. Because when they ask it, your guard is completely down. 3 different questions, 3 different doors. One room that they were counting on you never seeing the inside of. The sentences I gave you today don't just indicate a deflection, they send a signal. They tell the finance manager that you've seen their playbook. And a buyer that has seen the playbook, that's a buyer that they cannot run on it. And they know it the second that they open up their mouth. Okay, so just so that you guys know, I'm not saying that what all these dealers are doing is evil and they're trying to steal money from you. But you do have to be aware that there are some people out there that will take advantage of you whenever they can. Hey, if there's anybody out there that's purchased a car recently, do me a favor, go down in the comments and leave me some feedback on what it was like to do business with the dealership that you purchased from. And if there's anybody that's in the market for a newer used car and you want my professional advice, go down in the description. There's a link for a one-on-one Zoom consultation meeting with me. Or better yet, just click the QR code that's on the screen right now. It's my goal to save you as much time and money as possible. And last month alone, I had a customer that saved over $3,700 by just having an hour meeting with me. I know it works and I know I can help. And that's exactly what I've talked about on this channel. There are good dealers that are clean and transparent about their business practices. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the guys that if given the choice, they would take advantage of you if they can. So be informed, be aware, know the questions they're going to ask, and don't be a victim. So now that you know a little bit more about how all of this works, you really need to watch this next video. This is about some of the tactics that the guys in these stores that they do that they wish that you didn't know about. So until next time, do not forget to hit like and subscribe. If you enjoy the content of this channel, please consider becoming a member. It's really important to me. We're going to catch you on the next one, and goodbye.